your laptop or like desktop, you can I take an example. It's a object, right? So the object, we have property, like property. What are the property we have in the laptop? Its name, its weight, and its model number and RAM, ROM. All these things are the property of the laptop. So we are considering the laptop is object. Inside we have property. Okay. In that object we have method as well as there. What is the method we are using? Like what are the action we are doing inside the laptop? It is a method. What is that? So like start the and like start off or like something shut down that one or like something, whatever task we are doing inside that, it's a method. If you understand simply, this is the method and this is the property. If you can consider any of the object, if you like take example of the human being as well, so they have like something property as well. So in that human being we have something like a anger, like any person is anger, any person is an emotional person, there is a something property we have inside that human. But if you talk about like method, like human will be working on that, human will be doing all the tasks whatever we have, and human have a thinking power as well. So this is the method we have in that human object. So the same manner, whatever object we are considering, like creating inside that JavaScript, we have property and method as well. Okay, I hope you got this point. So how we can like defining the object using what is the syntax of that we have to discuss. Okay, I will share my screen, then I will show you what are the syntax and how we can define the object as well. Okay, I think my screen is visible to you. Okay. Okay, so I will open my Paint. So first one is what are the syntax of the object. Okay. So first thing is we have to declare a variable. So first one is object. In the object we are declaring something, property and value. Okay. Next we have method and function. Method, method inside we have function. Method and this is the function. Okay. So in the curly braces we have to, this is the syntax of object. So what is object and what is the like property, what is method? I hope you got this an idea about that. So what is the syntax of that particular object? How we writing these things? I hope you got this one. Because if you writing something property and value, we are separating that one by using something colon. Have you observed that one? The method and function we are separated by this column. Okay, these things we are designing something in that way. Okay, this is the object. So next we have, I will give you example later. Okay, like what is the example? Like something how we can practically do that. I'll show you. But now we are discussing something statement as well. Okay, so in the expression and operator, if I talk about that one, next I will go to the statement. We have if else statement, we have other one statement as well there. So at first, in the operator, we have many operator are there. We have something assignment operator, we have something arithmetic operator, we have pre and post increment decrement like assignment operator, we have comparison operator, we have logical operator, we have many more are there. Okay, I will show you. I have write something. Wait, I will open that web designing. So a picture, regular expression, statement, select variable. I think yeah, statement. We have statement. I think yes, the statement is different thing. Regular expression. Okay, I will. Yeah, this is the statement we have. Okay. So I hope you know that all the state like what is the operator we have in that JavaScript and programming language. Okay. So first one is assignment operator. So what is assignment operator? Assignment operator is something if you write a equal to b like a equal to 5 something variable a equal to 5. This is assignment operator means 5 is assigning to the a. Okay, so at that time we call it the assignment operator. So we have additional assignment operator, subtraction assignment operator, and we have multiple assignment operator and division assignment operator and exponent and remainder assignment operator is there. Okay, so what is that? So if I take out like something assignment like additional assignment operator, we are declaring that one is x equal something x plus sorry, x plus y is something, and in the shorthand way we are adding x plus equal y. It is the same thing, nothing will be different. In that shortened way, we are adding this way. And if you talk about in description, what is that? So x is x plus y, nothing will be okay. But you can write as x plus y, x plus equal to y equal to same thing. It's like it will be perform the x value. Okay. So same like we have something. I will add the only shortened property x minus equal y. Let's say subtraction assignment operator. Okay, and we have multiple assignment operators also there. So it's multiple assignment operator. Okay, so next we have wait. Okay, so next thing what happened? Okay, I will write. It's not writing something. What happened? I will create another one. Wait. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah. So we have done multiple assignment operator. Okay, we have division assignment operator also there. So this is a division assignment operator. Next one we have something uh, reminder assignment operator. This is reminder. Okay, it's something value is x equal to x by y, x equal to x reminder y we have. Okay. So next we have exponent assignment operator. Exponent means you know that like a to the power b or like something. Okay. So in that way we are writing x exponent y. Okay. So these are the assignment operator we have in that JavaScript. Okay. Next we have to discuss something arithmetic operator. What is arithmetic operator? What are the arithmetic operation you do inside the mathematic operation? Something is that is also a arithmetic operator we have. Like something we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and we have exponent. Okay, and we have something increment and decrement. I hope you know that already. What is increment, what is decrement, I already discussed with you. I don't need to again describe that one. So we have subtraction, addition, multiplication, division, and exponent. These are the our arithmetic operator, and we have math dot power. Math dot power. We are if you go to the previous version of the JavaScript, Before that, we don't have any exponent. We have like x double asterisk equal y. This is not there. We are using math dot power. Math dot power. It's something a a b. A to the power b. You are adding a to the power b. So at the time before, we are using math dot power. POW, sorry, POW. Okay. So now we are using exponent. It's like double asterisk. So at the time, so it's updated now. Okay. Next we have pre and post assignment operator. And in the pre and post increment, we have basically like increment and decrement. This is the increment, and this is the decrement. Okay, so in that, increment as well as divided into two types: is pre-increment and post-increment, and decrement as well divided into two types. It's like pre-increment and post-increment. So it's how we can write the pre-increment, post-increment. It's like, if you talk about pre-increment, at the first time we are writing plus plus. Okay, it's my value. Okay, and if you talk about like post-increment, we are adding a plus plus. So how it's performed, I already discussed with you. Okay, so next we have pay increment and post one. So minus minus a, and we have post a minus minus. This is the post increment. Sorry, this is the post decrement, and this is the pre decrement. Okay, I hope you got this point. Next we have to go comparison operator. Next we have go comparison operator. Okay, wait. Okay. So we discuss comparison operator, right? Okay, so first thing is comparison operator. We have equal, first one is equal. This is the equal operator. Okay, next we have the triple equal. So what is the difference between equal and triple equal? Anyone know? Anyone have any idea about that? Please add the chart box. No idea about that. Repeat question. Yeah. What is the difference between double equal and triple equal? What is the difference between double equal and triple equal? Anyone have any idea? Yeah, equal. Equal check for equality of the value, or triple equal to what is that? No, sir. Okay, no. Triple equal check the data type also. So like double equal to check the data type or not? Roma ma'am. Okay, I think it's taking 1 minute. I think no, sir. Okay. Okay. So, what is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to? So, if you defining something a like two values a and b inside, if you defining something a is numerical value and b is string value inside. If you checking something 10, it's a numerical value, and inside the string, if you write something 10, it will be correct in the equal to. because it's a different data type, like something numerical and string data type, but it's valued 10. That's why it's like a that like JavaScript is a not a strictly type language. Okay, that's why it's correct. If I talk about triple equal to, if you write something different data type, it's not equal, it will be written the false, because it will be check the data type. Like what is the Brahma mem told that. Okay, this is the correct one. So I hope you got this point. So next we have to discuss other comparison operator. Okay, wait. So double equal to, triple equal to, and we have not equal. We have there not equal. Okay, and we have a less than, greater than, less than, and less than equal to, and we have greater than equal to. Okay, so fast we are discussing already the double equal to, double equal to, triple equal to. Next you have to go like something not equal to. Okay, what is not equal to? Means if the value is not equal to the particular, it will be written the true. If it is equal, then if it's not equal, true. It's equal, then it's false. Okay. So next we have greater than and less than. Less than equal to and greater than equal to. I hope you know this all these things. Greater than is greater than. If you define something A and B inside, we have any particular value is greater than, so it will be false according to that. And less than is equal to. And less than equal to and greater than equal to, what is the difference between that? If you talk about that one. So if you write something 5, so 5 is 5. 5 is less than equal to 5, means it's correct, because it's not less than or greater than, but it's equal to. So it check two types, like greater than or not, and equal to or not. If it is one condition will be true, it will be true. Okay, I hope you got this point as well. So next we have to discuss something logical operator. Okay, so this one is the comparison operator. Okay, next we have to go something logical operator. Logical operator. Okay, so what is logical operator? We have three types of logical operator is there. First one is logical and, logical and, we have logical or, logical not. Okay, so basically we have three types of operator. It's logical and, logical or, and logical not. The sign we are using for that, we are using that one, and we have, sorry, and we have. Okay, so I hope you got this point. Anyone have any idea about logical operator? So what is that and how it operate in that particular, in that any of that work, whatever we done inside that, how it's work? Logical or XOR? Yeah. So what is the difference between that? And can you defining that one, like what is logical and how it's work? Anyone have any idea? If you don't, please add or don't. So I will teach you, not an issue. Okay. I want to know that you know all the things previously or not. There is nothing, something in that. Yeah, Brahma ma'am. Any means both condition has true, then only over output is true. In which one, ma'am? It's Brahma ma'am. It's like logical and or logical or. Okay, and logical something or s x, or you are talking that one. And what about logical not? Prachim, any knowledge about that one? Like what is logical and logical or logical not? Rani ma'am, any knowledge about that one? Inverse of give input is logical or not? Okay. Okay. So it's correct. So basically, logical in the logical and logical or we have two expression. So it's first expression and second expression. So the first expression, second expression, we are separated by using that particular sign, logical and sign. And if you designing something for logical or, and at the time we have two expression in that, so that one as well we are like something divided into separated by the sign of logical or. Okay, so in that way, if that expression one, I will write inside that so you understand you better. So first thing is logical and. Okay, so in the logical, first one is expression one, and we have expression two. Okay, first thing is expression one. If the expression is true, and second one is true. So what is true and what is true means it's like something if you given a condition like I will add a is greater than equal to something 5. So if I defining a is 5, so it's correct. So it's a true value. So if I add something expression like 2 is as like something 5, 8 8 is less than or greater than equal to 8. Like I will write something b value as 8, so it's like also correct. So that way we are adding something. Okay. So result will be true. Result will be true. Otherwise, it's false. Otherwise, it's false. Okay. If you write like something, it's first expression is true, and second expression is false, then it's false. Okay. If that first expression is like something false and second expression is true, this one is a false. And particularly, either both expression are false, then it false. Okay. Next, we have to go logical or. Logical or. Okay. First one is expression one, and expression one, and we have to go expression two as well. Wait, expression two and result. Okay, and that first one. So in that situation, if like it return to true if either expression is true or like something false. I will show you. Wait. Yeah. So it like if that expression one or two, either one expression is true, then it will be true. Otherwise, it's false. Means only in the case of false and false it will be false. Otherwise it's like true. Means only one expression will be true, it's true. Something if it about like something true and true, both expressions are true, so at the time it's true. I need one expression will be true. It's like something first expression true and false, it will be true. Okay, and false, first an expression is false, then it will true, then it is true. Okay, if then both expressions are false, then it's false. Okay, I hope you got this point as well. So next we have to discuss logical not. So logical not is not difficult in that if we have only one expression inside that. Logical not, we have only one expression. It's opposite. Means if like condition is true, expression is true, then it will be written the false. If it is like something false, then it will be written true. In that way, we are writing, we are doing operation inside that. Okay. So I hope you got this point. If you're in doubt, you can ask me in the chat box. So I will go to that. Anyone have any doubt? Okay. So next we have to go to that. We have special operator. So what is the special operator? Like before we are discussing something type of and Taylor operator. What is Taylor operator? The Taylor operator we have condition. In the condition, you're writing something question mark inside. Its value true and false. False. Okay. Writing the one line is better. Yeah. True value and false value. So once or like something condition will be true, then it return the first one. If the condition is false, it will return the second one. I already discussed with you with example already. Okay, we are like designing something stock and like stock is available or stock is not available. In that way, I will already describe that one. So this one is a Taylor operator. What is type of operator? We have type of operator. So if you talk about type of operator, if you assigning something value inside that a equal to 5 or like say, b equal to like something string value or boolean value, at the time you want to know particularly that particularly variable, it's whatever data we are assigning, the type of the data, like which type of data we are assigning to that. It's a numerical type of data, that type, or like something string data type or boolean data type. So if you want to know the data type, at the time we are using type of operator. I'll show you the example with that. Okay. I hope you got all the clarity about the operation, like operator, whatever we have inside that. So next we have to go statement. So we have many statement we have there. So we are discussing one by one. Next week we'll go the example in the practical. Okay. If you need out, you can ask in the chat box. So next we have to go operate. Sorry, statement. So first thing is in the statement in JavaScript we have basically hyphen. What is the hyphen? So statement JavaScript we have selection statement, and we have iteration statement, and we have looping statement, and we have jump statement, and we have express handling statement. So we are not discussing explicit handling statement because it's like something required for on the server side, because we are using something try, case, throw, finally for like finding the something error inside that case the error. We have done all these things. Okay. So first thing we have to discuss selection statement. Okay. So in the selection statement, have you of that one? We have selection, iteration, looping, and jump statement is there. The left side. The left side, I think. Wait, what is that? Okay. Yeah. So the like something left side we have statement in JavaScript. First one is selection statement. Second one is iteration statement and looping statement, jump statement, and exceptional handling statement. We are not like discuss that one. So first one we have to go something selection statement. So if I talk about selection statement, we have if else and switch case. We have this one the selection statement we have. Okay, next one we have to go iteration statement. What is iteration statement? We had already discussed that one. It's like something for loop. Okay, it's looping, we are calling it a iteration also we are calling, but in that if you talk about in the technical way, so we are calling it a iteration. It's for up and foreign. What is for up and foreign we have already discussed, what like accessing the property and value for that. And we have to go looping. In the looping, if you want to designing something in the for loop or like something, if you iteration, we are calling it iteration as well. Okay, and in the looping we have for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, next we have jump. In the jump, basically in the switch statement we are using break, continue, and return loop. Okay, these are the jump statement. I hope you got this point. Okay, first thing we have to discuss if else statement, like if selection. So in the if we don't have any particular something, what is that? It's like else condition. Okay, only we are writing if. It's like condition. There is no else part in the if. If we talk about like if else statement, we have already discussed that one as example with that. So if that first condition will be true, it will be written. The condition will be true, it will be written first one. It's if part. If not, then it returns the else part. We have if and else statement. Okay. Next, we have to go something be done is selection. In the if selection, we have forward jump, simple decision, nested decision, and multiple choice. Have you observed one? We have in the if selection. In the forward jump, when we are calling it a forward jump, means we don't have any particular else part. In that way, we are calling it a forward jump. Okay, if I talk about like something simple decision, in the decision we have two parts. It's like if and else. In the if and else we are writing something statement as well. Okay, I hope that one is there inside. Wait, yeah, simple decision. Have you observed one? This one is the if condition statement true. This one, wait, I'll zoom that point. If condition statement true, that one is the forward jump. This will be marked inside that. It's forward jump. There is no else part is there. But if you talk about like a simple decision, we have simple decision. Simple decision in that if condition, the syntax of the particular okay. Simple decision, and we have if condition inside the statement true. If the statement true, then it return the statement one. Condition will be true. If not condition not true, then it return the else part. The statement false. These are the something forward jump and simple decision. Okay, I hope you got this point. Next, we have to go nested decision. What is nested decision? In the nested decision, we have inside that point. If you talk about something, wait, I'll check. Is that fast edition? Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, nested decision. Have you observed that one? Wait, I'll zoom particularly better way. Yeah, nested decision. Have you observed that one? So in the nested decision, we have outer condition and we have inner condition. Have you observed that one? Two conditions, that condition one, condition two. If the condition is true, first condition will be true, then it goes to the condition 2. If the condition is false, first condition will be false, then it will go to the else part. Have you of that one? We have statement to execute when the second condition is false. Okay, if the condition is false, then it return. If the condition is true, second condition is true, then it return the statement to execute all condition is true. If my second condition and first condition both are true, then it return that one. If the condition only one is true, then it goes to the second condition. it check it, if it is false, then it return the else part. If it's not false, then it return that. It's like fast one part. It's like statement to execute all the condition. It's true. Okay, this one will be executed. I hope you got this point. What is the next decision as well? Next, we have to go multiple choice decision. So in the multiple choice decision, we have if else. What is the part? If we have multiple condition in that way, if we have like something 10 condition, I want to if the first condition true, I want to go to the second condition. If the second condition is true, I want to go third condition. If the third condition is false, I want to go fourth condition. It's like in that way, the last part you want to, if the all condition will be false, if you return something at the way we are using if else part. This is the multiple choice decision. I hope you got this point. If you any doubt in that statement, whatever we are discussing still now, you can ask me in the chat box. Next we have to go switch selection statement. I will give you 2 minutes. Think that if you any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, other one. Are you in the meeting or not, guys? Okay, no doubt. So, I will give you a syntax as well in that switch expression. So, first thing, I will give you a syntax, then I will understand. Syntax of that switch case, we are writing. Case, in that we have case 1. Okay. So, in the case 1, we have statement in the below, we are writing statement. We are writing jump statement. If you want to using something break and something continue as well, you can jump statement. Okay. Next we have case 2 as well, case 2, and in that statement 2, and we have jump statement. We have to write jump statement. Okay. Next we have case 3. According to that, you have to write, not issue. Okay, I will write something. Uh, Default. At last, we have default. Wait, we have default. Default. Okay. In the default, we have statement to execute when all cases will be mismatched. All will be mismatched. Wait, yeah. So when the I will add something mismatch. Okay, it's better because it's erase all these things. Default. In that we have mismatch. Next we have mismatch statement. Okay, default is there. Okay. Okay. So next we have something jump statement as well. Okay. So next we have to end that particularly. Yeah. So next we have to end jump statement. And in that we have next is like something uh, jump statement. Okay. So if the expression is matched to the case one, then it like return statement one. If the case is matched to the second condition, second statement, second case, then it return the statement two. If it is not matched any of the particular case, it will be return the default one. Okay, I hope you got this one. Like what is which case, how it's work. I will give you the example with that later. But now we are discussing something example that how object work. Okay. Wait a minute. How we can write in object? Let's see. I need to open. Okay. So I will create another one. Yeah. So next step, write script. I equal something we have to write. mm, Yeah. Text by JavaScript. Okay. So next we have to go. What is that? We have to go. Yeah. Variable object obj. Okay. Inside you have to write something property like mobile property, and we have inside mobile, what is mobile, it's mi or like something oppo whatever, and it's model you have to write something and we have this one you can write. Okay, sorry, you need to separate by the object by the comma. Okay, what is the ram of the particularly, it's 64. Okay, and if you write something, sorry, you write right comma as well. Rome, we have something 8. Okay, 8 GB, whatever. Okay, so this way we can write. So next we have to variable. constant obj. We have, yeah. So in the way we can write something the property and data. Okay, using separate by the comma. Okay, I hope you got this point. I will give you another example with that, like how it's executed. So using variable product, inside we have something, a name. Okay, inside the name we have, and we have, I will add something method as well inside. Okay, price. I already designing that one, but I think it's deleted. Okay, I will show you that one. Zero or 0.0 something. Okay, price. This one is the comma. I forget that one. We have quantity. Quantity is something zero as well. We are taking the initial value. Okay, and next we have stock. Stock, right? Yeah. Stock is false. Okay. Next we have to write a total. It's my property. Inside I will add function. Function. I will do the operation of that. What is the, like I want to multiply all these things, whatever. Okay. So return will be written. The function will be written this dot quantity. What is this? Like if you want to access particularly any object value, so at the time we are using this keyword. Okay. This is a keyword. In that I want to quantity will be multiplied by the price. So I need to this dot price, and you have to remember like what is the particular you are using particularly in that first letter will be capital or small. You have to write all these things in the menu. Okay. So next will be I think end done already. Okay, comma. I need another one. I want to print, so I need a print operation like property. In that I will write a function. Function is my print. In that I will write name. Name will be whatever name will I will enter. It will be taking that name and price and quantity, all these things. Okay. I will write something how I like using prompt and using any of that particularly. I will enter all that name whatever. Okay. So don't worry. Let's see what happened. Next we have, yeah, done. I want to print that document dot write. Now that's why we need to document dot write dot write. Okay. In that we have to print. Backtick we are using backtick. In that we have to write this dot. I need the fastness name. So this dot name. Okay. And we need a break to break the line. And I need something price as well. So this dot price. Okay, okay. I need. I will write inside that backtick. That's where it's getting error. Wait. Then I think not. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Then last thing is price. We have to write the price then. So price we have done, and next we have to go br break the line. Next it will print something this dot quality quantity. Oh, it's not quality, it's quantity. Next I want to print it's like stock is available or not. In that way, before we are writing something by using ternary operator. So at the same way we are writing something. Okay. So we need a break. Br. Next we have to write. the condition in stock, right? Yeah, we are writing in stock. We have to write this dot stocks in stock, sorry, in stock. Okay, if it is true, equal true. Okay, true is it's like if value is true or false, whatever. Okay, if it's true, then it return available, and if it's false, then it return not available. Okay, we done all these things. I think. Wait, I'll check once. Yeah, we done all these things, but I need to end that one. This condition will be in the bracket. Okay, not in that. Okay, you have to end that curly braces as well. Wait, what is that? Done. Then we're getting error as well. Wait, but the error we are getting, I will check. This dot stock in stock is equal true. It's available. Yeah, we are not writing a question mark inside that, right? You have to write the tenor operator. Okay. So next, I need the total as well. So I need the total. So BR and total. I will be using any something property, a total function. This will be written that. So total equal this dot total. Okay, let's write this is a function. That's why we need to write the function. Anyone? Yeah. Okay. So next we have to how to print like access the value means customer need to enter whatever value we have. So I need to do that one. So first thing we have to do in that way product. First one we have product dot name, right? Oh, product yeah. Product dot name. Slash name I want to access that that's I need something. Am I what happened? Oh, getting error. We have wait. What error we are getting? We this one has that one. This is the one, and we have that one is done. Okay. This is the bracket close. This one bracket close. We have another one. Okay. I will write in between that. Wait. Okay. I need a function to execute that one. So I need that function f1 then. So next I will write its product dot name. Okay, if you want to using prompt, well, it's prompt prompt. Enter the name. Enter the name. Okay. Mhm. And we have something product. Wait, okay, I will access fast one. It need to be like something difficult to understand. I will assigning value as well. It's better. It work fine, but you need to understand. at first. So I think we are writing MI is my mobile, something product name, and product dot price. Sorry, it's price. Price will be something 5,000 or 50,000, whatever. Okay. Next, we have to write quantity dot quantity QTY. Okay. Next, we have to write quantity is two item I need to purchase. Okay. Next thing, we done all these things, I think. Okay. Let's see it's working fine or not. Next, we have to go. Wait, guys, it will be taking a minute to open that. I think we are getting error. Okay, I will check. Wait. Invalid certain property initialization. Is invalid certain property initialization. Okay. 11 number. Okay, I will check. 11 is that 11. Okay, we are using name. What are the issue? All these things were writing properly, but what happened? 66. What is 66? Okay, not issue. I will check that error. What are the error we are getting inside that? Then I will let you know in that tomorrow. Okay, don't worry. If any doubt regarding like in the basic whatever discussed with our statement, we have something operator and whatever we are discussing, you can ask me in the chat box. Okay, and what the error we are getting, I will tell you later in the tomorrow session. Okay, give your attendance in the chat box, then you can leave. Harmanjit Singh, you stay here. I need to talk with you.
सर उनका दूसरा वाला कि इंटर्नशिप था पीएचपी का तो सर वो चले गए
दूसरा पीएचपी का था बोले आप?
हाँ
आप रुक जाओ, मैं बात कर लूंगा आपसे। पार्थ सर, yeah guys, give your attendance then you can. Thank you so much. I will